Let me ask you something. When you walked into that dealership, or when you're thinking about walking into one, what number did you focus on? Was it the sticker price? Was it the monthly payment? For most Americans, it's the monthly payment. $600 a month, 700, maybe 8. I can handle that, they say, and they sign. What nobody tells you, what the dealership is absolutely counting on you not knowing, is that the monthly payment is the single most expensive way to think about a car. And today, I'm going to prove it to you with real numbers. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how much a financed car is actually costing you, what the truly wealthy do instead, and the step-by-step method to make a car decision that builds your net worth instead of destroying it. Stay with me, because if you have a car payment right now, or you're about to get one, the next 15 minutes could save you $50,000. Here's what we're going to cover. First, the real, complete, all-in cost of financing a car in 2026. Not the sticker, not the payment, the actual number that will make your jaw drop. Second, the silent wealth killer hiding inside every 72-month loan that banks profit from and almost nobody talks about. Third, what Americans with a net worth over $1 million actually do when they need a car. The answer will surprise you. And fourth, a simple 3-step framework you can use today to make any car decision the way smart money people do. Let's get into it. Let's take a real example. A 2025 Toyota Camry XSE, one of the most popular cars in America. MSRP, $32,500. Most buyers walk in, put $2,000 or $3,000 down, and finance the rest. At today's average new car loan rate, which according to Experian's Q1 2026, data sits at 7.1% for buyers with good credit. Here is what a standard 72-month loan looks like. Loan amount after $3,000 down, $29,500. Interest rate, 7.1%. Monthly payment, $504. Total interest paid over 72 months, $6,788. Total amount paid to the bank, $36,288. And you haven't even started on insurance, fuel, or maintenance yet. But here's where it gets really ugly. The average American keeps a new car for 8.4 years, according to S&P Global Mobility data. But the loan is only 6 years, which means for 2.4 years after the loan ends, you're still paying insurance, fuel, and maintenance on a car that's rapidly depreciating. Let's build the full 10-year picture, because that's the number the dealership never ever shows you. Here is the full 10-year cost on that Toyota Camry. Depreciation, $17,875. Loan interest, $6,788. Full coverage insurance, $19,000. Fuel, $16,406. Maintenance and repairs, $5,000. Total true cost, $65,069. $65,000. You bought a $32,000 car, and it cost you $65,000. That is not a typo. That is the math of car ownership in America that nobody puts on a poster in the showroom, and that's a Toyota. A reliable, sensible, low-cost Toyota. Now let's run the same math on what most Americans are actually financing, because the average new car price in America as of early 2026 is $48,000. Run that through the same formula, 7.1% rate, 72 months, insurance on a higher value vehicle, similar fuel and maintenance, and your true 10-year cost lands at $92,000 to $98,000. For a car that will be worth maybe $12,000 at the end of it. I want to spend some time here because this is the part that makes me genuinely angry on behalf of every American who walks into a dealership without knowing this. In 2015, the average car loan term was 64 months. In 2020, it was 68 months. In 2026, according to Experian, the average new car loan term is now 72.5 months, nearly 6.5 years. Why is this happening? Because car prices have gone up 30% since 2019, wages haven't kept pace, and dealerships found a solution, not lowering prices, but stretching the loan. A longer loan means a lower monthly payment. Lower payment feels affordable, you sign, but here is what that extra time actually costs you. Same $35,000 car, same 7.1% rate, 2 loan options. On a 48-month loan, Monthly payment is $841. Total interest paid is $5,368. On a 72-month loan, monthly payment is $594. Total interest paid is $7,768. The 72-month loan costs you $2,400 more in interest. But here's the part that really matters. By month 72, your car is worth $14,000. You just spent over $42,000 on something worth $14,000. And it gets worse. There's a phenomenon called being underwater on your loan. It means you owe more on the car than it's worth. With a 72-month loan on a new car, you are underwater, sometimes by $5,000 to $8,000, for the first 3 to 4 years of ownership. That means if your car gets totaled in year 2, your insurance pays the market value of the car. The bank wants the full loan balance. You are personally responsible for the gap. This is why gap insurance exists. And yes, dealerships sell you that too. The entire structure of modern car financing is engineered to extract maximum money from you over the longest possible period. The monthly payment is not your friend, it is the mechanism. Here is a fact that should completely reframe how you think about cars. A 2024 study by Empower, the financial services company, surveyed Americans with a net worth over $1 million. They asked about their vehicles. The average car owned by an American millionaire costs $31,000, not $90,000, not $60,000, $31,000. The most commonly owned brands among millionaires: Toyota, Honda, Ford, not BMW, not Mercedes, not Porsche. Now, why? These people can obviously afford a nicer car. Why aren't they buying one? There are 3 reasons, and understanding all 3 will change how you think about every car decision you ever make. Reason 1, they think in total cost, not monthly payment. Wealthy people run the numbers we just ran. They know that a $67,000 BMW X5 doesn't cost $67,000. It costs $115,000 over 10 years when you add depreciation, insurance, interest, fuel, and maintenance. And they decided that extra $50,000, compared to a reliable Toyota, could go somewhere far more productive. Reason 2, they understand hedonic adaptation. There is a well-documented psychological principle that says humans rapidly adapt to new possessions. The thrill of a new car, any car, lasts roughly 60 to 90 days before it becomes your new normal. Research from Princeton University found that beyond a certain income threshold, expensive purchases produce almost no measurable increase in day-to-day happiness. You will love that BMW for 3 months. Then it's just a car you're paying $1,200 a month for. Reason 3, they see the opportunity cost. This is the one that changes everything. Let's say you're choosing between financing a $48,000 car and buying a reliable $28,000 used car with cash. The difference in monthly cost, accounting for payment, insurance, and interest, is roughly $650 per month. What if you invested that $650 every month instead? Here's what that looks like. After 5 years, $47,800. After 10 years, $118,900. After 20 years, $382,000. 20 years of that difference, compounded, is $382,000. Your car choice isn't just a car choice, it is a retirement decision. This is why wealthy people drive Toyotas. Not because they can't afford a Range Rover, because they've done this math and they decided $382,000 is worth more than an impressive car in the driveway. Okay, let's make this actionable. Here are 3 concrete rules that wealthy, financially smart Americans use for every single car decision. Write these down. Rule 1, never finance a car for more than 48 months. If you cannot afford the payment on a 48-month loan, you cannot afford the car. Full stop. Every month beyond 48 is pure profit for the bank and pure loss for you. The 72-month loan is not a solution to affordability. It is a trap designed to let you feel like you can afford something you cannot. If the 48-month payment on the car you want is too high, downgrade the car. Buy used. Buy last year's model. Do not extend the loan. Rule 2, follow the 24-10 rule. This is the framework financial planners use. and almost no car buyer knows it exists. 20. Put at least 20% down. This keeps you out of negative equity from day one. 4. Finance for no more than 4 years, which is 48 months. 10. Total monthly vehicle costs, payment, insurance, fuel, should not exceed 10% of your gross monthly income. If the car you're looking at fails any one of these 3 tests, it's the wrong car for your financial situation. Go down a tier. Most Americans are breaking all 3 of these rules simultaneously and wondering why they feel financially stuck. Rule 3. Buy used, 2 to 3 years old, with cash if possible. This is the single highest leverage move in personal car finance. New cars lose between 15 and 25% of their value in the first year alone. By year 3, the steepest depreciation is over, but the car still has 80 to 90% of its useful life ahead of it. Buying a 2022 or 2023 Toyota Camry today instead of a 2025 model saves you $8,000 to $12,000 on the purchase price, with effectively the same car. If you can buy with cash, even a $15,000 or $18,000 used car, you eliminate loan interest entirely, you pay lower insurance premiums, and you have zero risk of being underwater. The wealthiest car buyers are not buying the newest model. They are buying the car that someone else just took the depreciation hit on. Let me show you the full picture with a story. 2 people, same income, $75,000 a year, same age, 32. Both need a car. Person A walks into a dealership, drives off in a new 2025 Honda Pilot, $47,000, puts $3,000 down, finances $44,000 at 7.1% for 72 months. Payment, $755 per month. Total 10-year cost, including insurance and fuel, $97,000. Person B buys a 2022 Honda Pilot, same car, 3 years old, for $28,000 with cash saved over 18 months. Zero payment. Insurance is $400 less per year. Total 10-year cost, $41,000. The difference, $56,000. Person B takes the $755 that Person A is paying to the bank every month and invests it instead. Over 6 years, the length of Person A's loan, Person B's $755 per month invested at a conservative 8% return becomes $71,400. Person A paid $71,400 to the bank and the insurance company. Person B has $71,400 in an investment account. Same income, same car needs. Completely different financial outcome because of one decision, made in one afternoon, in one dealership. This is not about being cheap. This is not about punishing yourself. A 2022 Honda Pilot is a gorgeous, capable, comfortable vehicle. Person B is not suffering. Person B is winning. Here is the honest truth about car financing in America in 2026. The system is designed to keep you paying. Longer loans, higher prices, gap insurance, extended warranties, documentation fees. Every element of the modern dealership experience is engineered to extract maximum money from you in exchange for the feeling of driving something new. The wealthy figured this out. They buy used, they pay cash, when possible. They run the total cost numbers before they ever walk onto a lot, and they redirect the difference into things that actually grow. You now have the same knowledge they have. The next time you need a car, run the real numbers first, all of them. Depreciation, interest, insurance, fuel, maintenance, the full 10-year cost. Then decide. Your net worth will thank you. If this changed the way you think about car payments, hit subscribe.